curious, slightly hushed. We see brilliant founders with expensive products and stellar reputations, yet their bank accounts are completely empty. This isn't a lack of information. We live in an era where you can access infinite podcasts, masterclasses, and step-by-step business advice with a single tap. The problem is what happens to this unapplied information. It builds up as knowledge cholesterol, intellectual data you endlessly consume but never translate into action. Hoarding this advice creates a dangerous illusion of progress. You feel productive listening to experts all day, while your business stays frozen in place. That stagnation leads to a harsh reality check. Most self-proclaimed business owners are actually just glorified freelancers. They fall into the trap of income generation. The founder insists on taking every sales call and handling every client directly because it's exciting, it feeds their ego, and it ultimately makes them feel like they are the absolute center of the universe. But relying solely on your own personal time and energy to generate revenue puts a hard cap on your growth. As long as you are the machine, you can never build a separate wealth-generating asset. Escaping this trap requires a radical shift in handling the front end of your business. Sales. This scatterplot reveals a mathematical law. The x-axis tracks rejections. The y-axis tracks revenue. The richest person collects the most rejections. Platforms like IndiaMart didn't scale by avoiding annoyance. They treated outreach as a relentless numbers game. To execute at that volume, you need the samurai mindset. Before going into battle, historical Japanese warriors would symbolically perform their own death ceremonies. A founder must do the exact same thing with their ego. To sell fearlessly, you have to symbolically kill the fear of what people will think or say about you. When rejection stops being a source of emotional pain and becomes a measurable badge of accomplishment, scaling shifts from a psychological hurdle to a simple matter of volume. Surviving thousands of rejections is only the front half of the equation. The second hurdle appears the moment the customer actually says yes. Here, founders fall right back into the ego trap. They jump to solve operational problems, take every meeting, and put out every fire, because playing the hero is exciting. That excitement keeps businesses small. The true engine of growth is built through the agonizingly boring work of writing standard operating procedures. Look at this flowchart. The founder is a single glowing node, manually connected to every task. To fix this, you format dense process manuals. By documenting tasks, you code the company so others take over the operational load completely. Being the center of attention might feed your ego, but it is these invisible, painfully boring systems that actually mint millions. Building a true wealth-generating engine demands an extreme tolerance for two things: the emotional discomfort of rejection and the intellectual discomfort of deep, repetitive boredom. The default path is to avoid both. You play it safe, protect your image, do everything manually, and end up as a respected broke person. The alternative is to embrace massive failure on the front end and build rigid, delegated systems on the back end in order to become a rejected millionaire. Today, capability isn't about having access to AI or endless streams of information. True capability is the raw ability to endure the unglamorous process and produce a tangible result. The choice is to stop using intellectual content as a hiding place and decide which of these two paths you will take action on today.